Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Last episode we discovered the origins of both Octavia and Regengar, and we got invited to the Rushlight Tournament, which is a festival pretty much held by King Uravetti of Pitax, and that's where we are now, the Rushlight Fields. So let's just start talking to some named people. What? Who are you? Oh, it's your Royal Highness. Forgive me. I didn't recognize you. An honor, truly. A huge honor. I'm Carney Wheel, a simple salesman. Who are you? I told you already. I'm a simple salesman, not rich, not noble. Why would a queen concern herself with me? She wouldn't. What is it you sell? What do you care? Fish and the like. Who might you recommend I meet here? No one. Everyone. How should I know? I'm just a simple salesman. Leave me be. Yes, yes, your highness. A great honor. Go have fun. Okay, that guy's very, very suspicious. And he has a sealed weapon on him. A merchant's over here. Goblin one. Selling jack shit, but I'll buy you some of these. Ah, adventurers, look at my offers. New wares. I'm in a new bag. All new, all bestest. Only me be old. Can't be any bester. What are you doing here? You know? No. Sellers, beware fair be. No one be calling us. We come here where the buying is. We be professional traders. You lose then, be missing such a bargain. Amid the tournament's frivolity, you notice that two men nearby are having a heated but hushed discussion. One wears flashy clothing fit for an entertainer, whereas the other wears the steel armor and the red cloak of Pitax guards. It's difficult to hear what they're saying. Why? What? Why is it? Oh, it's perception. That's a really high roll. It's stealth 32. Although the two huddle near one another, their voices only occasionally rise above the ambient laughter and music. You're able to overhear the rest of their conversation. I don't know quite what you're up to, Emir, but I know that look. You're planning something dangerous. This isn't the time. You know he's become harsher about. Look around you, Talwyn. This celebration? It's just more blood and sport to cover for the ongoing troubles. And we both helped shepherd it along. This isn't the future we had planned for, but for the one the fates have dealt. Can we really stand by? You know how harsh justice is these days. I've seen it with my own eyes, and it would crush me to see noble intentions harming good people, especially like you. I appreciate those feelings, I do, but what Pitax needs now is action, and I intend to act. It's a rare day that life emulates screenplays, Your Highness. Could it be that heroes have arrived in the people's time of need? What seems to be the problem? One second, I need to take a drink. The throat's getting dry. I arrived here 5 years ago, answering King Uravetti's call for artists and actors to make Pitax a new crucible for the arts. Admittedly, the king dedicated plenty of money to building new theaters and schools. Art only thrives, though when there are visitors and patrons to pay for it. And that's where Uravetti has failed. The Pitax River is our lifeline, connecting us to the outside world. River pirates know it when they prey upon incoming travelers. You might think the king would thwart these pirates and defend his people, but no. He's only sent escorts to protect key shipments, leaving everyone else to the pirates' predations. This tournament, it hides how we suffer from the king's inaction. Now, when the king's soldiers cannot or will not vanquish the villains, what happens in the stories? That's right, heroes step in. Numerous victims have told me of the attacks, and I have pieced together the approximate location of the pirates' camp. If you can ambush and defeat them, traffic will flow, commerce will thrive, and you'll command the adoration of the boatmen, dock workers, artists, and more. Naturally, I'm prepared to write a play dramatizing your exploits. What do you say? I'm always ready to... Actually, before I accept, I have questions. The wisest protagonist always has questions. What would you like to know? How many pirates are out there? It varies by the report. The camp could have a few dozen, so you might try to take them by surprise. Why hasn't the king acted against the pirates? That's unclear. It might be a lack of soldiers, or perhaps it's a lack of will. Leaving the pirates alone might also undercut political or economic enemies in some way. But at what cost? Is there a reward? The term starving artist was fairly common in Taldor. Perhaps you haven't heard it before? I do not have much wealth, but I can help you win the people's adoration. I also understand that among the theater's props are a few enchanted items of actual value. So perhaps I can entice you with those. I know enough to make my choice. I'm always ready to thwart the river pirates. I accept. 1 second. Okay. Wait, I didn't read that, I'm sorry. Then it's settled. I'll write down the directions real quick, and when you're done, you meet me in Pitax so I can hear your account. No doubt the magistrate will be pleased to stop getting piracy complaints too. I hope you'll arrive in time to see my latest production. Speaking of which, I'm already late to oversee its rehearsal. Now that's more like it. Let's go crash those pirates, and we better not waste time here. I don't like Pitax or its people. Everyone's always trying to cheat you or swindle you or drag you into some other cunning scumbaggery. Consider this a little preview. Good hunting. Alright. Wait, that item... Sorry, I'm looking at my guide here, and it says that full plate is actually a unique item. I can't even buy it. I'm that fucking broke from me buying that. Doesn't say it. I feel fucking lied to. I'm gonna lose money here, but... Shit. Damn it. Whatever. I'll get that money back eventually. Okay, let's see here. Okay.
Precisely.
Okay, let's follow the river here. Bunch of dock workers.
That's easy.
Wash Kelva away. Says, we've been telling you, Judge. This is the third shipment in 2 months they've stolen from us. Can't keep that up. Doesn't matter how good the last year's business been. No cargo means no pay, and no pay means no new shipments. We asked you about the thefts before, and there's nothing changed. Where's the King Justice, Your Honor? It is true that pirates have taken route along the Pitax River and attacked several shipments heading upriver. The King Orovetti shall address the problem soon. However, he will hear no formal complaints until after the Rushlight tournament. In the meantime, he advised that travelers downriver take care around Littletown. Until then, partake in the festivities and the King's generosity. If anyone has further questions or concerns, I am at your disposal. May the Kings of all guide you at the Rushlight tournament today. I'm clearly addressing someone important, but I don't believe we've met. I'm the Honorable Walsh Kelvaway, a magistrate of Pitax, judge of the people's concerns, and executor of the king's justice. I overheard you talking about stolen shipments. Is there a problem? Ah, yes, that. An outbreak of river piracy has caused some consternation among the citizens. Simply avoid or exercise caution in your little town in the meantime. Perhaps Pitax would benefit from somebody who has history of vanquishing bandits. Let's be clear, Pitax armed forces are entirely capable of handling these criminals. There's no need for would-be heroes or aspiring vigilantes to get involved, much less foreign interests. I recommend enjoying the rest of the festival. I knew a judge once. She spent nights butchering her own kin, then went on to become a zombie. This guy seems fine by comparison. Fine day to you. Okay, let's head over here.
The way seems clear.
Barker. You can buy every lock seen in the contest and many, many more. Test your finesse against the finest dwarven locksmithing. Crack the lock, get the prize. We will challenge the best dwarven locks of the 5 King's Mountain. I'll try to pick the locks. Splendid, come, the table's right here. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, first things first. Work it. Increases normal skill check DC by 5.
Done and done. Onwards, together. I did as you asked.
Okay, let's save. Oh.
I did as you asked.
Oh, we tried it again. Only 1 in a million could do such a thing. I didn't... What, so... Why would they fucking poison it? Let's see here.
Ready for anything.
Where's my restoration? Guess I'm just gonna use this. Come on.
Here.
She's losing it again. Okay. I didn't even get any of the money from it. Right? Oh, I gained 3,000. Okay. Ooh, a bunch of stuff there. Got another trader. Bunch of scrolls and stuff. I don't really care about those. Okay, oh, I got this. I'm just stealing everything.
Quiet footsteps. Careful now.
Let's talk to this guy. My regards, Queen Siana. Gasperi Lysianza at your service. Tell me about yourself. I'm the head of the Lysianza family, master of what remains of the Iron Fox Trade House. If you or Ivedi took the crown, it would have been my family receiving you at our house. Alas, we're simple guests at his celebration now. What caused you to lose influence? It's a dark and sordid story, and I swear I'd give my life to learn the full truth of it. Pitax was founded by 4 families and ruled by their 4 trade houses for centuries. We quarreled from time to time, of course, and property didn't always change hands peacefully. But none of us would have dreamed of impinging on another's family's lawful rights. And then Iravetti appeared. We underestimated him, thought him nothing more than another adventurer like the thousands of others in the region. He handled matters quickly and chaotically, with assets running through his fingers faster than chips at a card table. His wealth grew rapidly, but he still wasn't a big fish, for a while at least. He invited representatives from all the trade houses to play cards. No one really knows exactly what happened, but by morning he owned most of their assets, including the crown. They suspected a rigged game and sent representatives from the families to discuss the matter with him, and then a wave of disappearances rolled across the city. My brothers, the former kings of Pitax, disappeared, along with many other honorable people. Iravetti made it clear that the living lives of his hostages would depend upon our obedience. He was king, and our wealth and power lay in ruins. It's smart, but it's evil. The citizens of Pitax seem to love Iravetti. It would seem so, wouldn't it? Yet appearances can be deceiving. Yes, he's made many rich and happy, but there are many more lives that he's dragged through the mud for his own endless celebration. Trust me, there are many who would gladly put an end to his rule, but the king has so many spies that everyone's afraid to even discuss it. Ask the head of his precious academy, Natalia Gatarin. What she thinks, or maybe High Priest Dre Yarns, you'll see their mouths shut tighter than any oyster shell. Who might you recommend I meet here? I'd do better to tell you whom you should avoid. There's a gloomy, sickly-looking gnome wandering about. Karn Vril, chief of the so-called Thieves Guild. He's Iravetti's primary business partner. They understand the word business quite broadly. You said the so-called Thieves Guild. What is it he really does? Certainly not picking pockets. The fellow came from Numeria shortly after Iravetti started his reign. I won't lie. The Pitaxian trade houses occasionally made some questionable deals, but before Iravetti, those like Vril were driven from the city faster than you can say first dose is free. The man's a drug pusher. He sells the blood brush extract. They say it enhances all senses, extraordinary, and evokes vivid visions, but also affects mind and could be toxic in repeated doses. I saw those who overuse it. They could not put 3 words together because of Vril. Half of the city's youth is on his trash. Take the gold, supply poison to his subjects. Iravetti's soul is black and venomous. And Iravetti's pleased as punch about it. The more time the citizens spend in altered states, the fewer questions they ask. The gnome also uses his own product. It affects both the body and the mind. He fears his own shadow, seeing deception and trickery everywhere. Those who deal with him hope for fabulous profits, but they more often than not end up at the bottom of the river. Farewell. It was an honor speaking with you, Your Highness. There's a good chance that the pirates that we were being told about are actually in King Iravetti's pocket. Can you pick this? Why is this the hardest?
Count on me. Done and done.
Yeah.
Precisely.
There's a manticore in here. A bookmaker. Place your bets. Come, don't be shy. Witness secrets not meant for mortal eyes. An ethereal battle within a vortex of the supernatural. Bets here. Place your bets. What are the rules of your game? You think this is just a game? I wouldn't be so sure. The rules for you are simple enough, though. Choose one of the spellcasters and place your bet. If you guess the winner, you double your wager. If you're wrong, the gold is mine. What's going on? Ooh, something special indeed. I'd wager you've never seen the like. Before your eyes unfolds an epic battle between the world's greatest spellcasters. Mr. Ideal, Devil Tamer of Sheliax versus Zimura, the Magistress of the Irisen Witches. Who will win? Who will you bet on? 1 second here. Some charlatans, huh? Can I teach them a lesson? I found an interesting scroll here. Shall we see how they like it? Don't, and you better to return that scroll to whomever you found it from. You're such a bore. It's a holiday. Have some fun for once in your life. Come on, smile. Bets are set. No more bets. Let the battle commence. I think I bet on the right one. Oh, I guess I didn't. I think you're guaranteed to lose, actually. That makes sense, at least. Let's talk to Resi Kaliese. Your Highness, welcome to Pitax, Resi Kaliese, Captain of the City Guard, at your service. You don't seem to be enjoying the celebration. This celebration is for you. For the City Guard, it's just another workday. And right now, our work is preventing disruption of the festivities. I thought Pitax was a city without laws. Where do the guards come from? Even pirates and smugglers have laws of a kind, and they need someone to keep their order. The City Guards was created by the trading houses not long after the city was founded. We're paid by the citizens. Not all of them like us, but they'll all understand things are better with us than without us. Irvay seems to have a tight grip on his power over the city. Oh yes, the trading houses hate him, of course, but... Well, first and foremost, he has hostages. Second, each of the families is afraid to act alone, but they're all incapable of acting together. Gasper Lacienze tried to unite them, but to no avail, and it's probably for the best. Frankly, the last thing we need is combat in the streets. Irvedi can be blamed for many things, but at least he took power quickly and without carnage. Now Irvedi's enemies have nothing to do but sit around like high priest Stray Yarns praying for Callistra to send her giant holy wasp down to take him away. Well, who might you recommend I meet here? That depends on the purpose of your visit. If you're here on business, well, you already know King Irvedi, of course. But it would be worth your time to speak with Gaspier Lycienza, too. Trading houses may have lost much of their former power, but they're still capable of many things. And if you like to partake of our renowned culture, there's an Anamade Belavara, the most famous bard in the city, and Natalia Gitrin as well, headmaster at the academy. Just take care, they can't stand one another. Alright, farewell.
Quiet footsteps.
Just keep looking around.
Look ahead.
Oh, box.
The way seems clear.
Owner of this book reads one new chapter every time on rest, granting a benefit until the next rest, depending on which... Okay. I know who's going to be using this book. And that is her. Nunzio Arpea. Your Royal Highness, welcome to the Rushlight Tournament. My name is Nunzio Arpea, and I have the honor of being His Highness's King Urvedi's Master of Ceremonies. You could say the organization of this tournament rests on my shoulders. If you need anything, I'm at your disposal. Okay, let's talk to him later.
That's easy.
Dre Yarns. Oh, a new face at the celebration. I'm pleased to meet you, Dre Yarns, High Priest of Calistria, at your disposal. Praise be the savored sting. Hail the unquenchable fire. May Our Lady's charity never leave us. Do many Pitaxians worship Calistria? Of course. She's been the patron goddess of Pitax since its founding. The goddess likes our joyful town, and its citizens love her in return. If ever you visit Pitax, you would surely enjoy the proud spikes of her cathedral. It's the most beautiful building in the city. Who might you recommend I meet here? There are many prominent people here, as usual. My first recommendation would be Maestro Anamade. Many would give their lives to exchange words with her. She's Pitax's best singer and the finest of its women. I've heard you're not exactly happy with the Irvedi's reign. This should be a guarantee. Yep. Oh no, I've not issue with his reign. He's a generous donor and the celebrations he hosts are beyond praise. The king himself, though, his exorbitant pride is irritating. Quistria dislikes those who would place themselves above the gods, and I wouldn't be surprised if she teaches him a lesson sooner or later. That I could deal with, though. There's something else that I can find harder and harder to tolerate. You see, the goddess patronizes bodily love, but only that given voluntarily. It is sometimes difficult for me to protect our young priests and priestesses from his unsolicited attentions. I fear to imagine how hard it must be for our beautiful Anamade or what Natalia Gitra must deal with. The king is said to often mistake the academy for his personal harem. Yikes, he's a rapist. That's awful. Okay. But we're gonna end the episode here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.